The crowd around him was buzzing with anticipation. "Just wait," Mark grinned, elbowing Bastian in the ribs. "The midnight act is legendary. They say the dancer is an alpha. Can you imagine? An alpha putting on a show like an omega. It's wildly inappropriate, which makes it brilliant." Bastian scowled, taking a sip of the burning liquid. The very concept disgusted his ingrained sensibilities. An alpha on a stage, offering himself up for the visual consumption of strangers? It was a degradation of their secondary gender. Suddenly, the music shifted. The heavy, chaotic electronic bass smoothed out into a slow, dark, incredibly sensual rhythmic beat. From behind the heavy velvet curtains, a figure stepped into the violet spotlight. Bastian's bored gaze drifted toward the stage, and then, completely against his will, it locked. The performer was undeniably an alpha. It was evident in the broad, sculpted lines of his shoulders, the narrow waist, and the sheer, commanding gravitational pull that radiated from him. He was dressed in form-fitting dark leather trousers and a sheer, black silk shirt that clung to his sweat-slicked torso, leaving very little to the imagination. He wasn't wearing a mask, but heavy, dramatic stage makeup and the harsh violet lights completely transformed his usual hollow look into something intensely, dangerously magnetic. For a split second, Bastian couldn't place why the sharp jawline looked so familiar. The dancer began to move. It wasn't a standard routine. It was an exhibition of raw, fluid power and agonizing vulnerability. Every isolation of his hips, every deliberate, slow drag of his hands down his own torso was violently precise. It was a masterclass in physical control. He was utilizing his natural alpha magnetism not to intimidate or dominate, but to captivate, pulling the audience in by the throat. Bastian felt the spit in his mouth dry up. His heart slammed against his ribs in a sudden, violent rhythm that perfectly matched the heavy drumbeat echoing through the speakers. He was spellbound. He couldn't look away. The internalized disgust, the years of rigid family conditioning he usually weaponized against these feelings, it all vanished, entirely eclipsed by a wave of sheer, unadulterated awe and deep, pooling desire.